Welcome into WTOL 11 News and WTOL 11 Plus. I'm Tatiana Cash. Thanks so much for joining us here online. Now, I feel like today was beautiful. The sunshine, a little bit cool. Overall, no massive complaints, so we need to give it up to meteorologist John Birchfield. The question is, though, how's this going to look for the work week, John? What's going on there?
Hey, Tatiana, tomorrow's going to be even better. We got more sunshine on tap. It's going to be even warmer, actually, with high temperatures up near 60 degrees. The breeze is going to be back with those winds occasionally gusting to 25 miles an hour. Overall, a beautiful start to the work week. Still a little bit of light on the horizon there with temperatures falling back to the 40s. And our sunset time is now back to 5:16. And the earliest we get is 5:03 p.m. in December. We are high and dry right now. There are a few showers moving through northern Michigan, but we are going to stay rain-free until Friday. Temperatures are falling to the 40s currently, and our forecast for Monday features a sunny and mild start to the work week. Highs up near 60. I'll give you a first look at the timing on our next rain chance coming up in just a few minutes. Tatiana?
Thanks, John. Now, as the Israel-Hamas war continues, so do the protests asking for an end to the violence. This afternoon here in downtown Toledo, community members protested with the goal of a ceasefire. Some protested along the street with flags and signs, while others staged a die-in, where participants lay down in a public place, completely still and silent, as if they were dead. The American Muslims for Palestine Toledo chapter told WTOL 11 that they staged this event to represent the world watching as innocent Palestinians are dying in this war. Elsewhere internationally, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu hinted there may be a deal in the works to release hostages being held by Hamas terrorists. CBS News reports.
The ground war in Gaza is intensifying. Hospitals in northern Gaza are essentially out of service. These are the hallway corridors inside of Al-Shifa Hospital, where newborns had to be taken off incubators because there's no electricity.
We have several families that they are there, and these are patients. We need to understand that we have to protect the hospitals. Any attack in the medical care at the moment is an attack in humanity.
Israel says Hamas militants are using Al-Shifa as their command center underground. They're calling for everyone, including patients, to be evacuated, releasing these images of Israeli soldiers delivering fuel to the hospital for their generators. While there is a daily humanitarian 4-hour pause, for now a ceasefire is not an option until all hostages are released, says Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Is there a potential deal?
There could be, but I think the less I say about it, the more I'll increase the chances that it materializes. And it's a result of pressure, military pressure.
Presidential hopeful Chris Christie in the region Sunday got a look at some of the arsenal Israeli troops have seized from Hamas. This weekend, large rallies in Tel Aviv and Paris called for hostages held by Hamas to be released.
You're committing genocide!
While international pressure continues to mount for a ceasefire. Cristian Benavides, CBS News.
All right, now yet another threat of government shutdown is less than a week away. House Speaker Mike Johnson unveiled a new proposal this weekend, and he says funding for the first 4 spending bills for veteran programs, transportation, housing, agriculture, and energy would be extended until January 19th. And funding for 8 others, including Defense, the State Department, Homeland Security, and other government agencies, will all continue until February 2nd. This bill does exclude funding for Israel, Ukraine, and the U.S. border with Mexico. The deadline for the shutdown is going to be November 18th. After Ohio voters made their voices heard on legalizing marijuana, Governor Mike DeWine plans to meet with Ohio Senate President, I should say, Matt Huffman, and House Speaker Jason Stevens to discuss how this new constitutional amendment will work in our state. Issue 2 passed with more than 56% of voters in favor, which will allow adults to buy, possess, and grow marijuana. Governor DeWine wants to discuss children's safety and smoking marijuana in public places. He also wants to look at tax rates, revenue distributions, and the THC content caps. The measure does go into effect December 7th. Northwood's VFW Post 2984 hosted a celebration to cap off Veterans Weekend. And today they treated local veterans to a free meal and entertainment, and it was all from 4 local bands. Dozens of veterans spanning several generations of service say they were happy and grateful just to come together and gain some support.
It means a lot of gratitude, a lot of faithfulness, and our country should be free. Whatever that has to be done with the veterans, let's support them, whatever it may be.
The VFW is also accepting donations with proceeds going towards local veteran programs. Let's talk weather.
Yeah, plenty more sunshine on tap for the week ahead. It is going to be a bit cool and chilly feeling to start off that Monday morning, so you'll need a couple layers out at the bus stop. In the morning commute, temperatures in the mid to upper 30s to greet you out the door. We have fallen to the 40s now that the sun is down. Mid 40s out along the lake shore towards Sandusky, where it's 48. Findlay still hanging on to 50, and we got 46 currently in the Toledo metro. Those temperatures drop off in a hurry when we lose that sunshine. 30s out the door, but by 9 a.m. already at 45. Tomorrow's actually going to feel a bit milder into the afternoon. Temperatures topping out near 60. And for dinner plans and late evening activities with the kids, we do fall back once that sun sets just after 5 p.m. now. Sunny and mild weather on deck for your Monday, 60 degrees. The breeze will be back, though. We can see some 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts with that wind direction blowing from the northwest. Here's a look ahead to those temperatures. Many spots seeing 60s. Could even get to 61 out towards Henry and Defiance counties along Route 24, closer to the Indiana-Ohio state line. The winds may be gusty at times, 20 to 25 miles an hour. And again, the wind direction coming in out of the west-northwest, blowing to the east-southeast. If you're thinking hanging up the holiday decor and the Christmas lights, the weather's going to cooperate. Nothing but sunshine for the next 72-plus hours. 60-degree days Monday and Wednesday, and Tuesday just a little bit cooler behind a weak cold front. No worries of any rain falling from the sky. 60 and a bit breezy Monday. Tuesday we do fall back to more seasonable temperature readings, but the 60s are back in action Wednesday. Thursday is expected to be the mildest day of the week at 64 with an overall good deal of sunshine. Our next change in the weather, that'll come on Friday. Already looking ahead towards our next storm system. In addition to showers, there will be breezy weather conditions with temperatures falling late in the day. Ahead of that front, we're going to be high and dry through Thursday night. By Friday morning, we will start to feel that breeze and a couple occasional showers possible. Let's set the clock into motion. By midday, we're going to start to see more likely rain chances, and into the afternoon and evening, temperatures begin to drop behind that front. It still could be a little bit damp and turning cooler for the opening day of the Toledo Zoo lights before Christmas. And behind that front, we are expecting a chillier breeze to take shape. Nice and dry weather for the next 4 days, with our next rainfall occurring on Friday. This will be a picture-perfect forecast for area farmers finishing up that corn harvest. Next rain chance comes on Friday, and that one's going to be about a 40% chance of seeing some showers. Milder through the week ahead, 4 days of sunshine. Friday, those showers could potentially impact the zoo lights and the lighting of the big tree. Next weekend dries out but brings us back to the 50s. And as we look ahead towards the week of Thanksgiving, temperatures will start to feel a bit more seasonable, dipping back to the 40s, but still no signs of any big cool down on the horizon. Tatiana.
All right, doesn't sound terrible. Now, it also doesn't sound terrible, because again, it's definitely a reason to smile. The ribbon at Glass City Metro Park has officially opened for ice skating this season. It's with a brand new Zamboni they have to top it all off. So our photojournalist Cheyenne Katsura spoke with one local artist who saw this new opening as an opportunity to make East Toledo a more colorful place. Check it out.
I caught wind that the ribbon was going to be getting a brand new Zamboni, so I kind of sent them a proposition before they even had time to think about what to do with it. So they took me up on my offer to spray paint their Zamboni, and I couldn't be happier about it. Believe it or not, I've always wanted to paint a Zamboni. Hockey's been in our blood since birth, and you know, the sight of a Zamboni means the game's going to be starting soon, so it's such a weird contraption. I always loved it. They were a little surprised to see me show up with a belt sander the second day that they actually had ownership of it, but we had to sand it down, prime it, and then paint it. And it took about a good 4 or 5 days, but you can't deny the results. They gave me a lot of artistic freedom on this. They said, what's your interpretation of Boggs, their mascot? I drew up Boggs ice skating, so that way from a small distance it looks like a giant frog's ice skating on the ribbon, and it's sure to get a smile out of anyone. It truly is an honor. You know, the parks have been a part of our family, and we utilize the parks just about every week. And to be part of the ribbon here, I mean, this is just a fun place to hang out with the family. And it's so fun to watch the kids' faces light up as your art rolls by. come out to the ice skating ribbon. It is a dang good time. They got good food, they got good times, and they've got good music going too. Not to mention a good-looking Zamboni.
It is a good-looking Zamboni. He's not wrong.
How can you not smile when seeing that friendly frog skating around on the ice?
Hey,
there?
flying by. What really makes me giddy is the fact that I know that technically it's ice skating season. Technically, is it ice skating?
There.
But you're giving me 60s and happiness, John. You know,
well, what's
Dan
amazing is that ice skating ribbon can actually function and be open in 65-degree weather.
This is true.
They have refrigeration coils that go underneath it, so even if Mother Nature is like, it's going to be warm today, they will cool things off and keep things chilly. We have sunshine for the next 4 days. Looking forward to those bright and beautiful days. Next rain chance comes Friday. Hopefully it doesn't wash out the Toledo Zoo lights before Christmas.
Please, no.
We'll still bring the holiday cheer regardless of whether it's a little damp or a little bit soggy.
Well, thank you for good news when it comes to that. And then thank you for watching us here on WTOL 11 Plus. Continue to watch us, of course, on air and online. And feel free to check your free WTOL 11 news app. Thanks so much. Have a good night.